I'm not particularly a Katie Holmes fan. I'm not necessarily into her movies, but I saw the trailer for this a few months ago, and it looked interesting. It looked like an interesting concept, and it reminded me a lot of that movie that I think it's called God Bless America, where it's basically this guy that wanted to kill himself, but he watched something along the lines of My Super Sweet 16, and he saw how spoiled these kids were, and he decided to go and kill them. So he just became friends with a high school student, and they just started killing people. This reminded me a lot of that, but better. It was actually done better. Miss Meadows is a kindergarten teacher. I don't know if it's like first grade, second grade, or kindergarten, and she has her own style. She's very much living in the 50s, and she has her own like Mary Poppins style, and it's adorable. And she also kills people. She kills people that she thinks are useless to society, that can harm children, that don't contribute to anything. So she's the vigilante that the police is looking for throughout the movie, and there's just something about this movie that I really liked it. I don't know why. It wasn't that original, I don't think. I mean, the story, it's not that new, but I think they did it in a new way. Katie Holmes, she was perfect. I really loved her in this. The character was just so unique and so specific, and she had all her little mannerisms and gestures, and the way she talks, and the way she walked, and her little style. She had it down perfectly, and I liked the characters, I liked the twists, and I liked where it was going. And the cop, she started dating a cop because, of course, that's not complicated. And I actually loved him because I don't think he was that great of an actor, but I really liked his character because he wasn't just the typical dumb cop that's dating the killer. He actually was more than that. So I loved the ending, and I loved where it went, and I loved how whimsical it was, how funny it was, even though it's a dark story at the end of the day. It had such funny moments and such whimsical moments where it felt like a Disney movie when she was shooting someone. So it really spoke to me, I guess. I really enjoyed it. One thing that I didn't like was actually flashbacks. She sort of has little flashes where she remembers things from her childhood, and those weren't that great. It looked like a TV movie. It looked really bad. They had like the fade in and fade out, and so I wasn't a fan of those. They felt really out of place. I wish they didn't have them at all. Just because it sort of alluded to something else, but then it wasn't, and it was a bit confusing with the flashbacks. I wasn't a fan of those. They could have taken them out. It's a short movie. It's an hour and 28, and it felt like it had substance. It didn't feel like a short thing. It had substance, and it had enough to keep me interested, and it was over before I knew it. So I highly recommend Miss Meadows. It was definitely a pleasant experience. It's an interesting story, and at the end of the day, I think it was a happy ending story, and I think it was a happy moment in these people's lives, and yeah, it's a happy story when you kill people, right? I mean, and her little toodaloo, yeah. I loved it. So that's it. I highly recommend Miss Meadows if you like Katie Holmes, especially, and I think she was fantastic. I'm not, like I said, I'm not usually a fan of hers, but in this one, she impressed me. I don't know if she's always this good. I don't know if this character was something that she was good at, but it was a very interesting character, very unique, and I haven't seen something like this in a while, I don't think. It's not the most original thing ever, but it was definitely very good. A solid movie, I think. Not for everyone. not necessarily, but if you like these sort of movies, then yeah. If you like God Bless America, this I think is better. God Bless America was quite boring, actually. This one I enjoyed it a lot more. So, that's it, yeah. Toodaloo.